I didn't think this through. Oh my god. And I'm wearing sunglasses because I wanted to look cool. I don't really have much else other than that. Oh hey. I'm a fucking vibe. Is this the vibe that I want though? Okay, so I don't even know where to start. And I feel like I started this video like 17 million times in my head. And now that the camera's on, I'm like, I don't know. But I got so frustrated just now. Like, so frustrated. Because it don't really matter why, but just know I was frustrated as all hell. I was pissed off and I wanted to yell. I wanted to just scream, just get it out. And I couldn't even do that because I'm not in my own place. This is not my house, right? And I gotta be respectful of others and blah, 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 right? You know, start to cry a little bit. And felt myself stopping myself from crying. And then I was just like, see, this is a problem. Because if I want to cry, I don't see why I don't let myself cry. Like, that's stupid. You want to yell, and you would have let yourself yell, but you want to cry, and now you can't cry. And it's just like, I don't understand why one is okay and the other one's not. But say that to say, that got me thinking about these topics that I wrote down, right? So I got like 4 major topics, obviously subsets, blah, 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 blah. But I debated about making this video because I felt like I didn't want to focus on trauma bonding and trauma dumping. And, you know, somebody has said, like, people come to watch your YouTube as a way to escape from their life. So they don't want to hear about no shitty shit. They want to be lit and live vicariously through you type shit. And I really feel that and I resonate with that. Back to like the whole trauma dumping shit, I feel like trauma bonding is really trendy because everybody is exploring their trauma or like healing their trauma, so it's very prevalent right now, which is lovely. Like, I love that. Like, we need more motherfuckers in therapy. But, you know, trauma bonding is not like the most healthiest thing. And I was kind of off that. I was on some, like, you know, love and light, manifest, hot girl, delusional girl, some type shit, which is still the vibe. But this shit is on my mind, and I tried that moment I had just now. It was just like, yeah, bitch, talk your shit. Like, this is your channel. And I feel like another thing too, matter of fact, bitch, let's just get into the motherfucking topic. I feel like the topic is gonna cover everything that I want to cover. Topic number 1, we gotta get right into it. Well, not right into it, because I feel like that was a long-winded intro and I'm still introing. Anyway, topic number 1, to like piggyback off of what made me want to make this video in the first place anyway, is crying. And I feel like as I've gotten older, more things have been able to trigger me and make me want to cry in comparison to when I was younger. No, I would say more things. Like, now, like, I could watch a heartfelt video and tear up and all of that, like, you know, in like 30 seconds. Like, if it's sweet and all about love, I'm like, oh my god. And I feel like when I was younger, that really wasn't the case. It just got me thinking, like, why do I feel like I cry so much easily now? But then it also had me thinking, why do I feel like crying is a problem? Like, why can't I cry if something makes me happy? Why can't I cry if something makes me sad? Why can't I cry if something makes me upset? And it's just like, as soon as you start crying, there's a level of like seriousness that's taken away, or like people just don't validate you in the same way. And that was frustrating. And when I caught myself like telling myself like, oh, don't cry, like you crying for a dumb reason, like your life is good, like think positive thoughts, think positive thoughts. And I'm thinking that whole think positive thoughts shit, and it's really hard to do when you're looking at some shit dead in your face that's pissing you off. I was able to snap out of it because I was able to be like, all right, so you going to like months in the future when you really don't even know what's going to happen tomorrow, and you brewing on that, oh, if I do this, and then I can get my own place, I could be out of here, then I could dip. Like, one, it's probably not going to happen how you imagine. So what is you even wasting time imagining all that shit for? And two, you didn't even let yourself feel the feelings that arose when they did. So fuck is you trying to feel feelings for the next 3 months for when you can't do the feelings right now? And when I thought about all of that, and I came like kind of like back to reality, back to like now, it just had me thinking, like, you know, back to my topics, like this. Okay, this is definitely something I wrote down. Like, crying is a weird topic for me, or a weird spot with me, because when I was younger, I was always seen as like the crybaby. Like, everything made me cry. I'm scared of everything, and I just always felt like my tears weren't welcome. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I start, like, I feel myself about to start crying. Like, if I start crying, I already know I'm about to get, I don't want to say in trouble. I mean, sometimes I was in trouble, but other times it was just like niggas were just commenting on the fact that I'm crying. Like, oh, of course this bitch is crying. And it's just like, damn, like, should I be crying? Should I not be crying? Like, is it okay to cry? Is it safe to cry here? And I didn't really have a lot of safe spaces to cry in. And now I'm seeing how that's affecting me as an adult, because let's just be real, I'm a sensitive ass bitch. I feel like it was always like, I was always like criminalized or like demonized for being sensitive. But it's just like, damn, what the fuck? Like, if the shit make me cry and it's making me cry and my feelings are valid, like, that's the thing. I just feel like it was always, the fuck is you crying for? And it's just like, because my feelings are feeling right now, nigga. The fuck you mean? Like I just feel like crying is not something that, okay, niggas do be fake crying. Don't get me wrong. But I don't know. Like, it just felt like, it just feels natural to be fucking happening right now. Like, the fuck? Like, and the thing is, like, maybe it's just niggas always associate crying with like one emotion, but wide range of emotions make me cry. So like, say I'm getting yelled at and I start crying. Like, obviously, bitches, like, this is not a positive situation right now. Like, why the fuck can't I be crying right now? Like, I just really don't understand that. So I say all that to say, if I want to cry, I'm gonna fucking cry. And I don't care about anybody the fuck else feelings, because I'm not dealing with my own. Now I want to deal with everybody the fuck else. That doesn't make any sense to me. Like, if I'm a crybaby ass bitch, I'm a crybaby ass bitch. Like, I really, like, it's just, why can't I exist? Like, I just feel like there are so many people that make existing tiresome, and it's just like, why the fuck would I want to be around you? But in the grand scheme of things, like, I be feeling like that's not enough to cut certain people off, or cut people off, period. So I don't. But we'll revisit that. That's the topic for another day. Next topic, I guess this is like kind of rolls into it. The next topic is people pleasing, and I feel like me not crying or like holding back my tears is definitely a form of people pleasing, and I definitely did some people please. When people, you're never gonna please people. It don't matter what you do, it will never be enough. So you might as well just do what makes you happy. Like, I really don't see the point in trying to be something that somebody wants, do something that somebody wants, and it's not gonna be enough, because they're projecting. So whatever you like, you is not gonna make them happy. So you're never gonna be enough. And now you didn't do what you wanted to do, so now you're not happy. So nobody wins. Nobody wins when you people please, right? Because it's just like, I'm thinking, like, the other day I'm having a conversation, And niggas told me, like, you was alright in high school. Like, you know, you got grades or whatever. Like, they was decent. You know, you was alright. You wasn't like the shit. But you was decent. Like, you know. My nigga, I graduated 4th in my class with a 97 point something average. Technically speaking, 4 is not number 1. But damn, nigga, what the fuck you, like, it's just like, I was just high, like, went to 3 separate colleges. I have credits from 3 separate colleges, but I was just high. It's like, if that's your scale, nigga, I don't want no parts in trying to conquer it. Like, no, because that's ridiculous. Like, to say that I was that's crazy, yo. That's crazy. That's crazy. And it's just like, people always gotta have an idea of who you are. That's their business. It don't matter what you do, how much you change, how much you've grown. If they have an idea in your head of who you are, that's who you will forever be. And I'm not saying you can't change that, but it's proven to be way more work than just showing up as my new self, or as my evolved self, rather. Bitch, I ain't doing more than that. The fuck? Why I gotta convince you that I'm different? Why? If everything I do is not gonna be, it's never gonna be enough. So it's just like, on top of trying to work through my traumas and shit, I gotta be this person for you. Like, no, that doesn't make any sense to me. And I'm just like, I hear myself, but it's like also the fear of actually showing up as that bitch that's like, I'ma just do me, and that's it. Like, I don't give a fuck about nobody else. Which gets into my next type. Okay, I'm doing good with the transitions. A bitch is smooth operator, okay? Yeah, so the next topic is just needing validation from people. And it's just like, I think this might just be a human thing. I really don't feel like there's like specific trauma that's unique to me per se, that isn't just a part of the human experience. I feel like we're always gonna crave validation. We're always gonna crave to be within the in crowd, and being ostracized is never fun. So I understand that, but you cannot expect people to see your vision. And like, I have to remember that even if somebody is seeing the same, even if somebody is looking at the exact same thing you're looking at, that does not mean they are seeing what you are seeing. So you can't really expect people to see your vision. And this is probably the part that I struggle with most, because I just want that sense of like camaraderie. Like, when you're talking to somebody and you talking about the exact same thing, like y'all are talking, like y'all really hear with it, like y'all really like the shit I'm saying is the same exact shit you saying and hearing, and we just connecting right now. Like, I feel like I crave that with a lot of, I crave that period, but I noticed that I don't have it as much when I don't want to say outlandish, but like, for lack of a better word, my unique thoughts come about, and like, I say it and it just falls on deaf ears, and it's just like, damn, you're not really hearing me. Like, we talking stuff, we say we're having this conversation, but you're not hearing what I'm saying. I don't know, because there's just a whole bunch of like theories and feelings and emotions that I feel, and it might just be I'm not articulating my thoughts as well as I think I am. So people don't really understand, but I just be feeling like I'm the only one with these thoughts and feelings, and that shit is boring and lonely. Like, I just feel like I definitely got people in my corner that's, you know, real niggas, you know what I'm saying? But somebody that's like on my mental, like on my level type shit, nah. Like, I'm dolo with this shit. Like, it's really not nobody that I'm having these, like, I don't want to say I'm not having profound conversations, because I definitely do appreciate the conversations that I have with my friends. And they're not like surface level things. We do get pretty deep, you know what I'm saying? So it's not like I don't have profound conversations, and I don't feel like my thoughts are more profound than others. It's just the niggas is not having these same thoughts. And it's just boring vibing by yourself, like being in your own fucking world for real. Like, cause not even, okay, maybe let's just simplify this shit, right? Like I said, niggas is not gonna see your vision, right? Even if they looking at what you looking at, they not seeing the same thing. So I could say I don't want a 9 to 5, right? And niggas will hear me, right? And be like, oh yeah, that's valid. Yeah, I could definitely see you not having a 9 to 5. And then in the same breath be like, so when you finna apply to your 9 to 5? And you sitting there like, well, I'm sitting there like, what is this conversation for real? Because like, are we really talking, or are we just regurgitating past programming? Because like, how are we having this conversation? How are you asking me about a 9 to 5 in the same conversation that you told me I know you don't like 9 to 5s? Like, the amount of times I have that conversation with different people is fucking insane. And that shit is just like, you not hearing me. You're not hearing me. I would hope I was speaking your language, and language that you understand this entire time, because that would be futile to say the least. So back to the point, like, you can't force people to see your vision, and I'm definitely not in the mood to try and force niggas now, and I just have to deal with that. I guess that's what it is. I just have to deal with actually showing up as the person that I want to be, because it's exhausting masking. It's exhausting masking. Like, it is. And the thing is, people are projecting. Like, that's what is so easy to forget. That's what's so easy to forget. People are projecting. Like, they saying all of this to you because that's how they will go about it. That's how they feel. That's what they were taught. That's their insecurities, right? So of course they're gonna project that shit onto you. But it's just like, I feel like I forget that, because I try not to project when I'm talking about other people. So like, if we're talking about you, the way I'm thinking about this whole situation is from your point of view. So like, say we talking about skiing, right? And every time I go skiing, I bust my ass. Like, it don't matter what's happening, I touch that floor, right? But I know every time you go skiing, you have mad fun. If you ask me like, yo, bro, you think I should go on this ski trip? I'm gonna say yes. Would I go on the ski trip? No, because I bust my ass, but you don't. And I be forgetting that motherfuckers don't think like that. Niggas think skiing, I bust my ass, not fun, tell that person not to go, because that's what I would do. And it's just like, I guess I'm not around niggas that think like me. And back to the whole, like, that shit just be lonely. Like, it just be like, these conversations are boring if they not frustrating. Like, if I'm not like really like blown by this conversation, it's not like I'm not having fun in the conversation. And I can talk about anything, not ask anybody, but I be at parties talking about anything, bro. Like, I be talking to everybody about anything. Like, I could chop it up. So if I feel like your conversation is boring, or I'm just not really benefiting from this conversation, when I've literally talked about like what's your favorite type of four-legged animal? Like that would be the specific question that we're answering. And I'm like, oh, this is lit. Man, your conversation is not more stimulating. Not even actually. If your conversation is boring, and I legit talk to 4-year-olds, like I could talk to 4-year-olds for hours, right? What more is there to say? Like, why am I having this conversation? Like, right? Okay, so I mean, still under the same umbrella. It's just a different bullet point that I wrote. It's basically saying just don't do things because you think other people like it, and that is not that easy because obviously in a big scale, like on a big picture, like I'm not about to commit my life to something because somebody else was like, yo, I think you should do that, and that's not what I want. Like that's crazy. So obviously I'm not gonna do shit like that, but it's like I feel like we should also be able to just not participate in conversations that we don't find stimulating. Like I feel like being like, don't want to talk about this, it's like rude, or like just like completely checking out because you're not worth it. It's like, oh my god, I can't, how dare you? And it's just like I would not do that because I feel like other people would like that I didn't do that. But am I being authentic? Am I being true to me? I mean, I don't want to be an asshole, but I feel like I am. Yeah, it's just like, damn, like I feel like you could work on delivery and like it's not what you say, it's how you say it. But I struggle with that because it's like black or white. It's either this is what I'm saying or it's not. Like I'm not like it's really hard for me to like sugarcoat things or not. I don't even want to say sugarcoat. I feel like that is disingenuous, but like it's hard for me to deliver gently. Like I don't know, but like I don't know the exact term I'm looking for, but it's just like I feel like I don't like spending time figuring out how to say this nicely. Like, can you stop talking? I'm not having fun anymore. But you know, I guess to wrap this up, this topic, because this video is getting a little long, but you know me, I be chatting. If you've gotten this far, subscribe because you clearly fuck with it. So I don't see why not. And to make this to conclude topic number 2 and to make this like happy again or whatever, I feel like that was very like dark. But to make this like all happy and like live light and poop unicorns or whatever the saying is, just I gotta remember to listen to the synchronicities and the signs that the universe gave me, because I be seeing the signs and they were for me, they weren't for anybody else. You know what I'm saying? So just focus on your business, you feel me, and stop trying to prove your business to other people. I feel like wanting people to see your vision kind of takes the burden off of you to listen to the signs or downloads that you got about whatever vision you have, if that makes sense. Like I feel like once you say to somebody else like, yo bro, da 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 da, and they say, yeah, I agree, it kind of takes the responsibility of you bringing it to fruition away, because you don't have to prove it. I hope that makes sense. I hope I'm saying what I say. It just feels like once somebody agrees with you, it's real. You know what I'm saying? And even though like you could have all the signs in the world, it's like, yo, bro, quit your job, right? And I just feel like it was just so, I wanted to prove it so much. Like I wanted to be like, no, you don't understand. Like the way I know this is the right move for me, and it might not show itself as being the right move immediately, at least from the outside looking in, but it's just like that wanting somebody else to like co-sign your shit is just like, I feel like it makes it less scary. I don't know. Because like when you, because like I'm just thinking about how I see my life in the next. I know for a fact 5 years, but like even like within the next year, the way my life looks, I can barely conceivably tell you how I'm gonna get there, but I know for a fact everybody else is not thinking what I'm thinking. Like there's like just based on the conversations I'm having and seeing how people are viewing time and shit like that, and like how people, you know, imagine, you know what I'm saying, what I'm picturing in a year from now and what I feel like everybody else is picturing is two different things. And it just feels like I want to get to the I told you so part already, but that's not how shit works. So you just got to trust in yourself. You got to trust in yourself and the signs that the rest of the world is giving you. Because they for you and you only. Like that's, you know? Oh shoot. Normal topic number 4? Okay, we're not doing it. I thought I was on topic number 2 for some reason. Well, I know why, but neither here nor there. So, last topic. That was quick. I feel like, hold on. I feel like maybe I didn't get everything I wanted to get to. Oh, I do have a little, okay, I did miss a little bit of something. So, saying all that about, you know, seeing your signs and just really trusting that they are for you and nobody else. Like, it really don't matter if everybody sees the vision. And not to be that person, but maybe sometimes being a genius is lonely. Cause I don't want to call myself a genius just yet, but maybe not even a genius. Maybe not even okay. I'm not gonna say maybe not a genius. Cause I do feel like, you know, but I feel like a more humble phrase to, you know, end this with is well-behaved women rarely make history. I heard that quote this weekend. Yeah, I heard that quote this weekend. Perfect, like duh. That's the one. That is the one. Well-behaved women rarely make history. So it's just like, obviously, if you're a rebel, you're not well-behaved. You're not doing the norm. Everybody else not moving how you moving. You moving crazy. Everybody like, damn, this is crazy. But now everybody talking about you 3 centuries later. But anyway, say what I have to say about trusting your signs and everything. I feel like my clairaudient abilities are like super strong now. I don't want to say I mastered them because I don't know what mastery looks like, but damn, they are super strong. I know they're super strong because my clairsentient abilities aren't, I don't want to say they aren't as strong. I'm not as good at listening or picking up on that clear. Is that the right word? Like with the clairaudient shit, like I'll definitely like distinctly hear shit, and like it'll be in songs, TV shows, or like just shit that you fucking hear, you know what I'm saying? And I'll hear a message and be like, oh, boom, I already know. I'm hearing you loud and clear. Like, I know what you're trying to say, right? But, like, the clairsentient shit, like, it'll just be like, I will know shit, right? But I don't listen to it. And it's always in hindsight where I'm like, yo, I literally said to myself, and it's just like, why don't I listen to that voice more? Like, I feel like that voice is very low. Because I guess low would be like the easiest way to describe it. Like, that, like, little knowing, it just feels like it's low in volume compared to my clairaudient shit. I don't know if that makes sense because I don't think that's exactly what I want to say, but I feel like it's close enough. Yeah, so I feel like obviously yes, the answer is meditating to strengthen it, but I feel like I need to change. I feel like I need to change something about the way I'm meditating and obviously do it more often. Yeah, so mostly whatever that is about. Last topic before this is an hour long, and I know when I started it, and it is, drum roll please, sexuality. And I'm not struggling with. Am I struggling? No, I don't think I'm struggling. I guess it could be a struggle. It could be a struggle. So I don't know. We'll come to this conclusion at the end, I guess. But more specifically, knowing your worth is so boring. I don't even want to say no. I don't even want to call it like knowing your worth, because that sounds like pick me almost. It's just like when you are specific, and I don't know what word I'm looking for. Like when you're specific in what you want, and like you have a extensive list of requirements. You not gonna be fucking anybody. And that shit is whack. Like, I be saying, like, I just wish I could just be, like, way easily attracted. No. I mean, yeah, I guess attracted. Like, I just wish it was just, you wouldn't have to be much. You know, because I'd be, let's call it bored. Like, I just feel like, damn, why couldn't I just be a hoe? Like, I feel like that shit is lit. Like, damn. I'd be like, no, I don't like the way he answered that question. I'm not touching him. Like, that's crazy. Like, but it really be like that. Like, damn, yo. Maybe. See, I always do this. I always be like, oh, maybe I should, try it out. Like, maybe I don't need you to click all the boxes. If there's a physical attraction, it don't have to be more than physical. But nah, son. Like, it's hard for me to keep a physical attraction once I find out that you're dumb. Like, why would I touch you? That's crazy. Oh, that's crazy. So it's boring. That's bad. See, this is the thing too, though. It's boring, but it's also like irritating at times, because I know I look good. It's not hard for others to see that I look good. So I don't want to say like that, like I'm the shit, but I am. But like, people's always on my body crazy. Like, people's always on my body heavy. So it's like, you are having the greatest time of your life just looking at me, and I don't feel that way. Like, that's whatever's happening for you is not happening for me. So now I'm mad. I don't know how to say it other than that. So like, now I'm mad, but like, I feel like, oh wait, hold on, this itch is itching. But I feel like, because I know that is a thing that happens, like, I look good and people notice, I feel like I should play in that more. I should lean into that more. I should really up the antics, because I can. Like, why can't I? I feel like I should play in fashion a lot more than I am right now. I feel like a lot of my wardrobe was dictated by what I did every day, which was either school or work. And obviously you have guidelines that you have to adhere to. Now I'm doing me full time. I can do whatever the fuck I want, for real. Like, I could really get crazy, and not even just being like provocative, because that's always fun. No shade. I mean, not no shade, like no funny shit. Like, that's always fun. But just being expressive, like I could really get crazy. Like I could really do and look how I want. So I feel like I should. Like I feel like I should. And I just feel like that's inherently going to be tied to my sexuality and how I express myself. Or not even, that's not even what I want to say. Damn, it's about time to wrap this video up because I'm getting scatterbrained. But what I really wanted to say was in expressing my sexuality, obviously not just through fashion. I want to do it through movement and my photography as well. I don't necessarily want to. I'm not necessarily talking about how I would shoot other people and like out there, just other people, right? I'm not talking about that. I'm more so talking about shooting myself. Like I be having these clear visions of how I want to show up in photographs, and I'd be trying to wait for somebody else to do it, or like I want somebody else to take the photo, and it's just like, but you a photographer yourself. Why wouldn't you just photograph yourself? Like, and so I just feel like, say all that to say, coming to the conclusion to express my sexuality more creatively, because sexually is not happening. I'm about to do that on not all mediums, but mad mediums that I enjoy. So like, it's about to get crazy. It's about to get really crazy. Ending remarks, closing remarks. To manifest the life that you want, you have to stick to your fucking vision and not give a fuck what nobody else is saying. Point blank, period. It might feel lonely, because I just feel like I am so lonely. But it is what it is. You want to do what you want to do. You want to get to you want to get to be who you vision yourself to be. You're going to have to leave your old life behind. So that's that. So, be you unapologetically, authentically, and all the motherfucking time. I'm really talking to myself, but you already know, like, that shit, like, I know somebody else needs to motherfucking hear that shit. Because I can't be the only one. Like, I know the vision is from me, but, like, come on, son. And people are always projecting. In order to manifest, I don't know, my throat just broke. My voice just broke. But in order to manifest the vision you've been giving, and solely you have to block out everybody else's programming. You have to, like, there's no, either you don't have these conversations with these people, or once you do not take it to heart. You do not fester on it. You do not think, oh, now I gotta go even harder. Like, follow what the fuck you know to do. Trust in yourself that you know your next steps. Trust in yourself that you're listening. Because, like, the signs that I see, the signs that I get, the synchronicity that I get, like, I hear people always joke about getting signs from the universe and not knowing what they mean. Sometimes, no, I'm lying. I be knowing what the fuck they saying. Like, it should be so fucking clear, so fucking obvious. Like, I can't use the excuse that I didn't know what the sign said or meant. But I be falling into other people's traps. Because if I got a sign and you didn't get the sign, and I'm telling you, oh, what my next steps are, you're not seeing the vision because you didn't get the sign. So it's just like, I can't fall into the trap of your programming, because if I, and that's the thing. I guess that's just the thing. It's gotta be lonely. Like, it's gotta be you executing this vision that you were given. And I think that's the scariest part, because, or I just feel like that's the scariest part, because now you don't have anything that feels like it's grounded in reality. But you have to trust that you made the right decision. You know what I'm saying? Like, this was tough. This was tough. It's time for me to go to bed. So I'm struggling, but yeah, I guess you just can't need validation, because you already know. And I can't. I'm just thinking back to earlier before I started filming, how upset I was. And it felt like, I just remember immediately imagining the future where this is not my circumstance, right? And the amount of like anxiety and, I guess, fear that came up was just like, it was just hard to process, because I was also angry. Like, so it just felt like I couldn't grasp any thought that felt safe. I don't know, but I just gotta do this shit, yo. I just gotta do this shit.